why the sudden burst rise in home runs? Now, I know we've heard a lot of reasons. If I said, what's the number one overall reason, Sam, why we've had this explosion in home runs?
Well, the number one overall reason is most likely that in the summer of 2015, around the All-Star break, something changed in the manufacture of baseballs. I'm not saying it was a conspiracy. I'm not saying it was intentional. But I believe that most likely, the evidence suggests that most likely teams got new baseballs. Those baseballs had probably slightly lower seams. The resistance of balls went down a little bit, and that small effect has caused a lot more home runs. And I think players are able to sense that home runs are a little cheaper now, and you've seen more players go for home runs and try to get more fly balls and maybe swing a little bit more aggressively. But I think the primary cause is probably, there's no proof of this, but there's really good evidence, strong evidence, that the baseball changed a little bit.
But Sam, can the manufacturer do something without permission from Major League Baseball?
Well, it's interesting because the specifications that baseball gives to manufacturers are sufficiently broad that within those specifications, you're talking about baseballs that might travel 20 or 30 extra feet, depending on which extreme of the specifications you are. And it's been the case. Alan Nathan is a physicist who's done a lot of work on baseball in general and baseballs specifically, and he's shown that within the same batch, you can even have two baseballs that might travel 15 feet differently based on small, really very small things. I really don't think that there's a conspiracy here. I don't think that this was intentional by the manufacturer or baseball. And again, we're talking about something that is so far there's not completely convincing evidence that this has even happened, and baseball hasn't acknowledged that this has happened. But the answer to your question is yes. Without even trying, a very small change could cause relatively large differences in the way that baseball is played.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.